Isn't that nice? Maybe we can fold it here because that's got no pattern on it. Hello everyone and welcome back. So yeah, this week I thought I would do something a little bit different because I have quite a busy weekend this weekend, and yeah, I don't often have many days of free time to film, so I'm starting early and I'm filming this on Thursday evening. So yeah, tomorrow we are going to town, which usually takes the whole day. Even if we don't plan to go for the whole day, it usually takes up like a good chunk of it. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. And on Saturday, I'm going to an event called the Yule Board, which translates to Christmas table. And it's where the whole village comes together and has a big Christmas meal in the village hall. So I'll be attending that in the evening. But on the morning time I've been asked to help prepare all the food, so I'll be doing that for a few hours on Saturday. So that leaves me filming this evening, and I thought it would be a nice idea to share a recipe with you that we eat quite often. It's a pasta dish and it's with the famous creamy Ikea sauce that you get with the meatballs. And I know I may get some Swedish people come at me in the comments saying it's not for pasta, but I've made it go with pasta and it's very nice. So yeah, I'm going to share that with you this evening. And yeah. Okay, so I'm just about to prepare all the vegetables, and I figured it might be a good idea to show you what you need in case you would like to try this as well. So, onion, garlic, mushrooms, green lentils, wait, sorry, I just had a bit of a brain fart. Green lentils, or I guess you could use red lentils as well, but these are the ones I use. They're like cooked already and they come in water, so you only need to heat them up and they're good to go. This is the sauce. I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else other than Sweden, but yeah, it goes really well with meat, and this is like the sauce that goes with Sweden's signature dish, like meatballs and lingonberry sauce. And yeah, it's so good. So I've integrated it into a pasta dish because we eat pasta a lot. So yeah, they're the ingredients that you'll need, and I'll just talk you through what I do. I always get a bit nervous sharing recipes because I don't follow actual recipes very well, and it seems that every time I do that, it's never what I sort of expected it to be. And yeah, all the recipes I shared on my blog, like from years ago, they were all ones that I like knew how to make, and yeah, I knew they were good, so I felt confident sharing them. And yeah, I guess I feel confident sharing this one because we really enjoy it. But I still think, like, would other people like this? I don't know, maybe people would think this is really weird, or like, you don't put those things together. Like this sauce, I'm pretty sure Swedish people watching this would be like, what are you doing putting that in pasta? Like, don't do that. But I promise it's really good. So yeah, I do feel a bit nervous, but at the same time I know it's good. So yeah. So I'm probably not going to give you like an exact step-by-step of how to cook the vegetables and how to cook, because I feel like most pasta dishes always start off the same. I'll sort of dip in and share information, I guess, as and when I feel it's needed. Although for this dish I actually do add the garlic sort of towards the end, because then it's really garlicky, and I also crush the garlic in this one as well. So I was just filling up the water for the pasta and we've run out of water, so I thought it might be a good idea to show you our water system. Yeah, we don't actually have water on the property, only in the summer. So in the winter we have to go and collect it in big water containers, and we fill it into a bigger water container, and then from there the tap is connected. But I'll show you. So these are the water containers that we collect from the village, and we attach this little nozzle here, and then that will go into this hole here, and that leads to a bigger container here. So that water will go through that tube into this big container here, and yeah, so as long as we keep that full we have water. And the waste, we also don't have a proper waste system yet, so at the moment it goes from the sink and into this other container, which we will then need to take out and empty. But yeah, it's a bit of a manual labour job, but it does mean that we get water and we can use it easily. So while the mushrooms and onions are cooking together, I've started the pasta water, and don't ever forget the salt, because honestly without salt just don't cook. So now when the onions and mushrooms are cooked, I will add the lentils. I've drained them, I don't keep the water in them. So drain them and I add them to this. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit embarrassing, because I'm pretty sure this step is not correct, but it works every time for me. But it feels wrong. So milk and the sauce, and I just pour the milk into the pan, and I keep the rest of the dish separate, and then I just pour it in and then I mix it in, and it does all come together and there is no like dry lumpy bits, as long as you keep stirring it. And you just keep mixing it until, I don't know, until it just looks right. It's literally all I do. This is the time when I add a beef stock cube as well, so I'll just put that in, and I will also add the crushed garlic as well. And you just let that all cook together. This sauce will get thicker, so depending on how long you cook it for, I do sometimes just add a bit of water. Pepper. And that is pretty much the dish. There's nothing else that I do or add or anything like that. This is it. And this is the finished product. It definitely doesn't look that great, but that's why I don't run a restaurant. And cheese on top, of course. Of course. How good this actual dish is.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.